If your church doesn't yet have a marriage support group, our next author has the guide to planting that seed in your congregation. Pastor Angie Yousey co-wrote the book, What You Need to Know to Lead a Marriage Support Group, the guide to develop unity in marriage.
Hello, Mari.
So I know that you co-wrote this book with your husband. How did the two of you decide to make this the book that you created together?
Wow. Well, every church needs to have strong marriages in order for the church to be strong. So us being pastors, we understand that this is a great need, and every marriage should depict what love and unity is. So we knew that this is something that a tool we needed to create so that we can help more people on a greater scale than what we were doing.
You know, I thought that all churches had marriage support groups, but after hearing about your book, I recognize that's not the case. Like, how big of an issue or challenge is this for many churches to actually create marriage support groups for their congregation?
Yeah. Well, actually, most churches don't have a marriage support group. And we're pastors, so we understand that there's only 7 days in a week and a lot of needs, and we can't do it all. So the need is huge because as pastors, we want to take care of our flock. And part of taking care of our flock is making sure that our marriages are not in crisis. And so the book is what people need to give them those tools so that they can help other people in their congregation, help them to meet those needs.
So what would you say was the challenge for you guys to actually put this together? Since you wrote the book together, you know, most people are writing a book by themselves. Like, were there any challenges that came up in between you and your husband in terms of figuring out how to get the book out on paper?
Yeah, time and different schedules, but you have to push through that because you look at the focus of what we're doing and why we're doing it. So a lot of sleepless nights, but we want to meet that need, and it's a great need. So you just do what you have to do to be able to do that.
So if you had to think about a specific example where, you know, your clients or your congregation really benefited from this, like, what would that example be? Who is the person that you think about or that you guys wrote to when you created this book?
Yeah, well, there's many. We have lots of couples that come to us with their crisis issues. But one couple in particular, just recently, they came to our home, and they're leaders in our church. So we needed to fix this. And they came, and one sat on one sofa and the other sat in the corner of the other and put the pillows in front of them. And they just really were throwing in the towel. And we just had that talk by using the principles in the book and got them out of crisis. They're still flourishing in our church, and they're doing great.
Cool. So in writing this, did you ever feel like I'm not going to finish? That laugh says maybe. How did you handle that?
Yes. Well, again, you just have to keep focus as to why I'm doing what we're doing. And so we just push through. There was times that, yeah, the pain was there from sitting in your chair for so long. But no, I just couldn't stop. When you feel like you're called to do what you do, you have to answer that call or you're miserable. So I prefer not to be miserable. So yeah, I just pushed through, my husband and I, and we got it done, and we're very thankful and proud of the author incubator and thankful that you guys helped us to accomplish what we know that the Lord has called us to do.
If you'd prefer not to be miserable as well, make sure you get this book, How to Lead a Marriage Support Group by Pastor Angie Yousey. Congratulations.
Thank you.